So how many countries have you traveled to?
I've been to 82, but
How
that's not that many. There's that's a political question right there. But
give it a month.
Loaded. Yeah, no. No, there's like 100. The UN recognized 195, and then with Taiwan and Kosovo, which is some people would say it's part of Serbia, but most people see it as independent. Mm-hmm. And same with Taiwan, like people just see that independent of China. So with Taiwan and Kosovo, there's 197.
Okay, so you're almost halfway there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I with 10 years of travel, I'm averaging like 8 a year, which is actually really slow and not that good. But like I have never had the desire to try and like go to every country. All I really care about is like experiences and adventures.
Yep.
So I've been to the Philippines like 6 times. I've been to France probably like 10 times. You know, like I've been to New York like 10 times. So yeah, if I wanted to see every country in the world, I could have done that twice already, but I just do not care.
Fair enough. That's fine.
Country for country's sake, that is like, just like dipping in and dipping out like that. There's no value to me.
Yeah, for sure. So what's been the best country and the worst country you've traveled to, and why?
Oh, best country is always a toss up, but like I love the Philippines.
Why?
Just because I'm a real tropical boy. So they've got the best tropics. I love free diving. They've got amazing ocean and marine life. And then the locals are super friendly, super awesome. Like I almost feel like you can just knock on anyone's door in the Philippines and they're there to help you out. So yeah, the Philippines is amazing and there's just so many islands to explore. But you wouldn't go to the Philippines if you really like cuisine, because they probably have like low key one of the worst cuisines in Southeast Asia. You know, if you're stacking up against like Vietnam or Thailand or even like East Asia, like Japan. Amazing
food at those 3 places.
So yeah, like if food is why you travel, probably don't go to the Philippines. I know that's going to offend some Filipinos, but if for every other aspect from adventure to like the local community, the Philippines is the best. And then my worst experience was probably in Monaco. Oh no, shoot. Not Monaco, Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah, I've never been to Monaco. I got robbed. I got robbed in Marrakesh, Morocco. So that's naturally going to be like not a good time. But the thing that's funny about like worst and best is that for me, it really just comes down to the people. Yeah. Like you can have the worst time in what is conceived as the best country, or you can have the best time in the worst country, just depending on who you're hanging out with. So yeah, it's very like obviously subjective, but yeah, I got like robbed. My laptop was stolen and my passport and everything, like, and I was like broke at the time. So that was like not a good time.
What happened?
Basically like a local just I stayed at a hotel. It was like $30 a night or $20 a night. And a local maybe followed me in or like shadowed me in, but he got the room next door to me in the hotel.
What?
And then he just waited I went out to lunch for like 30 minutes and he just sort of waited in the hallway. And when the cleaner came in to clean my room, she like grabbed some sheets or whatever and then like took the sheets across the hall. And he just went into my room, grabbed my bag, dragged the bag into his room, went through the whole thing and then dipped with what he could sell. So, yeah.
That's like...
yeah, we got it on CCTV,
very premeditated. Baby. That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Is that like a consistent thing that people do there?
I have no idea.
But this guy just a genius?
When I got the CCTV from the hotel manager or the guy that owned the hotel, he wasn't even shocked. Like he was just like, he even was telling me, I was like, oh, well, I don't want to stay here anymore. So like, give me my $30 back or $60 for 2 nights. And he's like, nah. It's like, you paid, non-refundable. I was like, what? Bro, like, look at this footage of this guy stealing all of my stuff. He's like, well, non-refundable. I was like, well, sounds like you're in on it. So, you know, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that might even be a thing. Maybe it's a whole...
Yeah, I mean, they probably know that they can get like insurance. We can get insurance jobs, so I can eventually claim most of it back.
Did you have insurance?
Yeah, travel insurance.
Okay,
but
good.
So I got like most of the money back, but it was still like really annoying and takes time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is one of those things where it's like they know you're getting your things replaced
Yeah.
at a margin of the cost, so
They don't give a shit.
they don't care.
Or it's the budget airline equivalent of a budget hotel where it's like the upsell is all your shit gets stolen.
Yeah, literally. No, that's literally it. Like, so crazy.
It's wild. What 3 countries do you think should be on everyone's bucket list?
Oh,
And why?
Pakistan.
Interesting.
Pakistan's like probably my top 5 countries I've ever traveled. Incredible place. Like
Wow.
the best mountains in the world, the best landscapes I've ever seen in my entire life. Like you can't even describe it. You just have to go see like northern Pakistan and you'll be blown away. It's kind of like Switzerland. They have like beautiful mountains, right? And everyone rates Switzerland. It's like Switzerland on steroids.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's super cheap compared. But
The only thing I know about Pakistan is that video where it's like the teacher and the kids are like,
Oh.
Pakistan is
yeah, I'll sacrifice my life for Pakistan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's what I knew as well. That's all I knew. I was screaming that when I was in Pakistan. That's all I was saying. People, they were loving it over there though.
They
You
know
could
that
just-
video well, right?
Like you could just joke about that and they just like love it. But yeah, like Pakistan's amazing. Another country that I really loved. Let's think. Oh, Kyrgyzstan. It's the same vibes as Pakistan in a sense, with like lots of glaciers, lots of mountains, lots of adventure. But like Central Asia is really underrated. Like Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, like Uzbekistan, like that whole sort of Central Asia region. No one really goes.
Why?
I don't know. It's just not on like the travel hit list for most people, or it feels very foreign to the point where it's too foreign that they don't want to. It's too uncomfortable, but it's the easiest countries in the world to travel. Like visa on entry, you just like for most people, depending on your passport, but you just go in, hang out. Like everything is so easy, but like it just seems like their lack of education makes people think like I don't want to go there. So Kyrgyzstan, and then last but not least, I recently came back from Namibia.
These
Which
are
is
very,
cool.
very not expected places. I'm writing these down, but
Namibia was amazing. Yeah, I just ran a group trip there like 3-4 months ago, and it's like just stunning landscapes, like just beautiful. So Namibia is amazing. Their animals, the desert, and I just loved it. So super random, but
very random. So they're the 3 countries that you think should be out of all the countries in the world on the bucket list. Like they're the top
I could go
3.
forever. Yeah, it depends if you want diversity, because like obviously Pakistan and Kyrgyzstan have quite similar in regards to landscape. You could probably throw in like Laos in there or something to make it different. But there's so many awesome countries. Georgia, another insane country. Yeah, with really good food.
Nice.
So yeah, I could go forever.
Yeah, I'll add a few of those to my bucket list for sure. What was the one country that really surprised you?
Let's think about this. There's a few. I would say the country that surprises me the most is usually the country where I have the worst, or the little expectation.
Yeah.
It's not really it doesn't really come down to like it being amazing, but it's just sort of like I don't expect anything from this country. So Lebanon was really cool for that. I was just like, oh yeah, I had a week free and I was like, I'll just go to Lebanon for a week. And then ends up being the best. But I went to Lebanon thinking, I don't know, I'm sure it's all right. Whatever. I didn't really have an expectation or a premeditated mindset going in. So the best food I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
From any country in the world. And that's in regards to, I wouldn't eat Lebanese food every day, but I could get a $3 thing or a $30 thing or a $100 thing. It just tasted elite. It didn't matter where you were in Lebanon or who you were buying from. It's just the food was amazing. Mm-hmm. And then I met some really cool people and we went on some epic cliff jumping adventures. The coastline's amazing, beautiful, summer vibes. So yeah, the Mediterranean, it was just awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Lebanon.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect many of these generally. So they're interesting takes. It's cool.
Yeah, well, I could say Italy if you want.
I'm Italian, so we can go. No, it's better. I like the different takes.